Don't worry if you're joining now. We didn't miss anything. We were just running some ads so you don't have pre-roll issues. Okay, so back where we were. So when we left off last time, we had discovered this event here. Let's just go ahead and pop it back up because why not? Well, I didn't mean to skip it. That's not what I meant to do. But yeah, so this gentleman here calls him a bloody Dane, and then comes to attack him. Says he killed his brother. We're pretty sure this is Peter's. We're pretty sure this is Peter's because the event that he was in. Yeah, here we go. So let me on. Over my dead body, you bloody Dane. And of course, this is the person who died, so he must be the Danish one. There's only one person who could be Danish, potentially, so we went ahead and locked that guess in. How's that? There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat. That's probably the other person who's in the background there. Thought I'd forget you killed my brother. And then he's like, wait, where does he go? It was an accident. The ropes. It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing. Where did I get Peter's from? Why do I think he's Peter's? There's a reason why I think he's Peter's. Oh, brothers, yeah. So, brothers, yeah, that's why. Of course. So if we hop back to the beginning of the book, we go to our crew listing here. We've got we've got only 2 people that seem to share a last name that would be brothers. We've got a Nathan Peters, who's a seaman, and we've got Samuel Peters, who is also a seaman. Now, one of them died from the ropes. The only rope death that I can think of is at the very beginning. So we're about to go down and take a look at that. And then we're going to follow this potentially Peters through. Let's hop back over to him. Let's zoom in there, pop this open so we can click here. He's in a lot of memories. Whoa. Let's bookmark these. All right, because we need to follow him to try and figure out who the Peterses are. Which Peters is which. So yeah, this is the first event. I'm pretty sure this is the other Peters. He was crushed by falling cargo. So let's head down there and let's take a look at what happened there. Well, if I can get the keys right. Okay, let's just get a makeway coming through. Orlop stern. Lower away. Okay, so there's not really a lot of clue from the vocals there. But we can try and find out where our dear Peters is. Should we have well, that'll be fine. Those doors are locked. Oh yeah, we need to go down. Down, all the way down. There's stairs back here. Don't mind the giant crab body on the floor. That's okay. It's normal. When you're on a boat, crab monsters attack you all the time. So this is our poor Peter's gentleman. Loose cargo. Yeah. And there we go. Yeah. So, yeah. See the ropes here. So, if is that our Danish gentleman? That's our Lars Lind. Yes. So he seems to be the one who was at fault, or thought he was at fault. So you are unknown, and you met an unknown fate. Okay, that's great. Good job. Where is our other Peterses? That's not you. Where are... I don't even remember what he looked like, honestly. These guys look so similar to each other. Oh, there. He's bookmarked. He's right there. So, yeah. So, they're next to each other in the picture. So, they're definitely related. But we've got to find out which one is which. We've got to find out which Peters is which. And this one doesn't give us a lot of clues. As a matter of fact, we're having a hard time even identifying which Peters. Okay, so you're the Solomon Saeed. You're pushing. Did we see that person over here? Are you the other gentleman? You are not. So his brother wasn't even here to see what happened. Or is he up there watching from another? I cannot identify you. I don't think I can climb up the stairs. Yeah, this way is blocked. This way doesn't have stairs. And this way also doesn't have stairs, so I would not be able to go up there. We do have the Lars Lind fellow who's there. We can only assume that one of these folks, I can't target any of them. Hello, target. Nope, not even working. Okay. All right, so I'm going to call this one. I'm not really sure that gave us any clues other than the fact that Lars Lind did indeed look like the ropes. Okay, so that was the first event for sure. Let's move on to the second one. So, okay, well, that one's even less informative. That's a stowaway that we don't know. Okay, he was okay. Well, interesting. We don't know that one. What do we got next? Spiked by a terrible beast. Let's see. Lift this out and take it below. What do you know? What are these? Who talk of various shell, what shell, okay. Doesn't seem useful. Okay, you were in this one too. Move the boats astern. Watch your footing. Careful now. There's a pretty shell here. No, get back. Okay. Still not that helpful. Okay, well, that's just wonderful. There's nothing there. Main ship, secure the braces, lower the topsail, work fast, the wind is alive. Was he a topman? He's listed as a seaman, not a topman. Oh, wait. Is one of the Peters, no, they were both the seamen, weren't they? Who's our topman? These are all topmen, and none of them are Peters. So where was Peters in that one memory of the lightning strike? Not that one. Not that one. This one. Okay, so apparently Peters was... Oh, what was that? Was that the calling? Come on now. Lightning strike. There we go. Okay, that is Soldiers of the Sea. Okay, tab to close. Well, hello there. Welcome, Ava. If I'm saying that correctly. Just trying to figure out who these Peters fellas are. We're going to go up and look and see what's going on with this lightning strike. Because they're both supposed to be just like standard crew members, but for some reason they're in this event where most of the topmen are present. So we're going to go check that out. I don't think a lot was said here either. Yep. And boom. Yeah, it's lightning strike. So, I don't know who you are. What do we got over here? Interesting. Oh, there we go. See, we got some folks down here. Oh, we got a lot of folks down there, actually. And I can't identify any of them. It's going well, I think. Yeah, it's going well. We just got started. Alright, I don't think either of these... Okay, why can't I... Can I identify anyone? Okay, there we go. Okay, so... Definitely not you. Not you. Who are you? Probably not you. You don't look like who we're looking for. You're not him either. And you're not him, although you're close. And definitely, well, yeah, I'm definitely not there. So it must have been down there. That's kind of like a red herring. That's what I figured. That's what I figured. That death didn't really give us a lot of information. Kind of want more clues as to which Peters this Peters is. Come on. Can somebody just say a name? I swear, right? Like, come on. Just a name. A demon. What is in demon? That's a foreign language. That could help us. Stay back. It's already done for. Nick. Nick. One of the Peters is a Nick, right? One of the Peters is a Nick. I believe so. So where are my Peters at? Nope, that's Nathan. That's definitely not a Nick, and that's a Samuel. Okay. So Nick didn't help us. I think I've already looked for a Nick. I think we might have had just one Nick. We've got Nicholas. So we've identified Nicholas. Yeah. Probably from that one memory as well, too. Okay, let's get through here. We got to click through several memories. Get back to where we were. Should have captured it. Okay, this one here. Stay back. It's already done for. Nick, come on, boss. No, get down. Hey, catch. So, well, Nick's boss. I don't know who Nick's boss is. The next memory, or in this memory too. We're no use, burn it quick. Okay. Alright. Yeah, these are not very clue heavy. Give me that gun. Alright. Okay, here. Is that all? Okay. That's great. And then, yeah, and then there they are. Oh, well, there's another one. Interesting. They're in another memory here. Okay, and that's the last memory they're in. So there's not really a clue as to who they are. Great. Yeah, that's a good call out. That's what I think we've already identified Nicholas from that other one. So we have our... Where's our Nicholas at? We have our Nicholas Botterill spiked. Yeah. So this is our presumably Nicholas. It's unconfirmed right now. We've got several folks that are unconfirmed, so they're not correct. Well, they're clubbed by unknown, killed by unknown. Okay. We've got too many unknowns. That's what we've got. Too many unknowns for them to be correct. But for Peters's, so we know one of these dadgum Peters. is dead, and one of them is not dead. They're both from England. Goodness gracious. I don't know who they're with. Let's look up our Lars fellow. And let's see where you are. Let's bookmark your memories and let's examine those. Maybe they'll give us a clue as to who those Peter's brothers are. Yeah, we got that one. We've seen that one. We've seen that one on the gun deck. There's still no mention here. We do have two Russian folk. How many Russian? Well, they're not Russian, but well, are they Russian? Let's see. We've got 3 people from Russia. Ooh. One of them is a topman, so unlikely to be downstairs. Yeah, that's it. Just those 3 Russians. So we could probably figure that out. But we're looking for Peters. We're looking for Peters. Not there. Okay. You've been found guilty for the self-confession. As captain of the ship and thus Crown of England. Mr. Wolf. Ready, aim. Yep, okay. Not super helpful. On your toes, boys. Load up. We best push off. Slack the lifts and lower the boats. This whole crew will be on us. And then you get shot. Give it up. Well, you only say give it up. Interesting. Okay, what's next? Lift this, take it out. What do you know about these things? Where are they from? Very dangerous. Clear the deck. Watch your footing. Can fry us. Yeah, that's the chef. Getting kicked. Keep pressure. 20 years, my steward, and never a doubt. Throw him back. Tie him up. Put him in the lazaret with these things. Era Durar, you fools. What language is that? That's like Swedish or something? We had multiple Johns, unfortunately. We've got multiple Johns, so this is a John, but we have John Naples, and we have, who else do we have? I know we have another John, and we have a John Davies, 4th mate. 4th mate. So 4th mate would likely be in the picture near the captain, right? So that's where the 2nd mate is. Down here. Yeah, so likely one of these folks. We got the captain, 1st mate, 2nd mate. So 3rd. Is there even a 3rd mate? There's a 3rd mate. Martin Perot of England. Okay, so you're the 3rd or 4th mate. And then, who are you? You're some officer. Maybe you're the 4th mate. But I don't think this gentleman is the 4th mate. So where were you at, Mr. John? I think I've gone too far. Oh yeah, here it is. So this must be the other John. Yeah. He must be that John. By an unknown attacker. Well, we know who it was. It was the captain's steward. Right? Yeah, we're pretty sure it was the captain's steward. And we're pretty sure we know who the captain's steward is, don't we? Right? Don't we know who the captain's steward is? You're going to make me go down there. That is the cargo hold in the front. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Okay. Yeah. This book, these commands on the book, I swear. Okay, let's go back down to the cargo hold. Down, down, down. There was a leg by a stairway on this back end, I believe. And that's what we're looking for. Right here. So this is the one the captain is scolding his steward. Hold him down.
Madness is this. 20 years my steward had never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself.
Those ungodly beasts carry a curse. Throw them back or doom us all.
Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things.
I don't know what a lazarette is.
His senses.
Come on.
All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. Where's the rest of his leg?
Okay, so I think you were Philip Dahl. Yeah, that's what we said you were. Do we know what happened to you, Mr. Philip Dahl? No idea. Who are you? We don't know. You have a hat on. Alright, so yeah, so that's our poor John. We think that's pretty sure that's John. John Naples was from Wales. Okay. Eridora. And the steward was from Sweden. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm assuming that he got attacked by the steward. So who else would have attacked him? Where's the door to get out of here? Is the oh. I guess I have to go this way. And then over here. Who are you, my good sir? Well, so sensitive. Don't move. Okay, that's our first mate. We know who you are. Okay. Let's see. What do we got? We still no closer to figuring out which Peters is which. So I think we're gonna have to look somewhere else. Let's go ahead and finish out. Yeah, we've seen that one. That one doesn't contain any clues. This one, we don't know who says the endayment part. Nick's boss. So who is Nick's boss? We know who Nick was. Right, so we go to our crew list. There was only one person who could have been a Nick. What role? You were topman? Okay. I don't know who they would call boss. Probably... Probably... any number of folk. I don't know who I'm talking about. I don't know what most of these roles are. Does the glossary give us any clues into some of these words? I know what a surgeon is. You manage money. Yeah, manage money. The helmsman, rated seaman in control of the ship's wheel. Okay, so that's possible. Potentially a midshipman. But it's unclear. Okay. Okay, alright. I guess we're going to pick somebody else. We're going to pick somebody else. Let's see. There's the person back here who got shot through the wall. Really unfortunate way to go. Completely by accident. What do we got? Secure the hole.
Someone shoot the damn thing!
Yep, there we go. That's a terrible way to go. Do we know who you are, though? We don't. We don't know who you are. But we do know who shot, don't we? Where are you coming? Right there. You. You are our gunman. Who are you, gunman? Target the gunman. Oi. It's really frustrating when it doesn't target the people I need it to target. And tell you what. So we know that you shot, but we don't know who you are, and there's no way for me to tell who you are. Oh, yes there is. I can go through there and piece it together. We go back on the other side, and we can try to piece it together. Yes. Okay, well, back here. This is not where I wanted to be. Can't go that way. Gotta go all the way back around. There's no sprint button in this game. It's like the one thing that it's really missing is a sprint. A sprint would be great. Ignore the giant crab body, remember? We're ignoring the giant crab body. Okay, so our bullet hole is right here, which means the man shooting is nearby. And you were not at that same event. Doesn't look like. Yeah. Unrelated. Okay, not helpful. Maybe over here. Close, right? That was close. So this one is potentially helpful. Not trying to click on these buttons. I'm trying to go here. Thank you. Soldiers of the Sea. We're no use. Burn it quick. Alright. Okay, yeah, they met really unfortunate fates. Okay, well, none of this is as helpful as it should be. Shot with an unknown gun. Wait. Well, you were spiked here first. So are you telling me... Are you telling me that you ran around and then got shot? Oh man, you're not very smart. Okay, so this memory is not helpful. It is not telling me who any of these people are. You are coming up from downstairs. You're handing guns out. I don't think I ever saw this. Oh yeah. Well, you are a gunner. That makes sense. And you're an unknown. Do we have other gunners? Gunner's mate? From Poland, huh? Interesting. Show me who you are. maybe we can figure that out. Okay, let's get out of here. Giant crab. Hey, you're falling backwards. That's an unfortunate way to go. Hey, you're throwing the fire, right? We don't know who you are. And we're out. Oh, there was one thing that I did want to change. So we know the old Formosan man. He died from magic on his arm. We put expired from old age. There's not really like a magic here. Like magicked to death. Definitely not alive. I guess the magic could have poisoned him. Why am I not seeing? There it is. I'm gonna. Okay, well, that was one of them. Okay, what do we got? We got Thomas Sefton. Yep. We got him. Yep. And John Naples. Hey. All right. We're just moving right along. We've got 9 confirmed out of 60. So, yeah. One step closer, I suppose. Okay, we are looking for... Okay, everybody was there. Everybody was there. Yeah. Yep, we don't know who shot him yet, I don't think. You were spiked by a terrible beast. You were also spiked by a terrible beast, but we don't know who you are. Wait. Oh yeah, this is the... let's see. Clear the deck. I forgot who we were looking for already. Crud, I'm gonna have to go back in because I don't remember who we were looking for. Who did we get? We got curious about someone over here. Was this person here? Yeah. So we need to know if you were in the memory with our gunner. Where's our gunner at? Right there. Okay. So we need to know if you were in a memory with our gunner and find out where exactly you're at. Because you're over here with... we don't know who this is. We don't know who these people are. But we know you... Wait, we do have... Sierra Leone. We do have several folks from China. We have some Chinese... but they would all be together, right? They're not pictured here. There's all of our topmen back there. There's our Peters brothers. Don't know who's who there. We've got Abigail. Abigail is dancing with someone. That was Nunzio. You have an apron on. Who else would have an apron besides the chef? The surgeon's mate, maybe? Are you near the surgeon? That's the captain's steward. And that's a lady. Okay. Alright. What do we got? We got, the surgeon's mate here is a Wallace. And I don't think our... Yeah, we've got a Bird and a Jackson. And I don't think we have another couple on board. Do we have another couple on board? It does not look like we have another couple on board. No, we don't. Okay. Wild guesses as to who you are. We don't know who they are. We know the fates of a lot of these folks, but we don't know who they're from. We know all of them. Once again, here we are. There's our surgeon, and so theoretically, you're the surgeon's mate. We're just going to put it down, because why not? Yeah, so first, second, and I would imagine that you wouldn't be the third. Does the glossary tell us what each mate does? Like first, second, third mate? Mate. The superior general mates help to run the ship and serve at the captain's request. Tradesman mates, okay. That's not super helpful. So I'm going to take a guess at more of the crew here. Whoop, that's this picture over here. I'm thinking that you are our third mate, because we know who the first and second mate are, which means that you could be our fourth mate. And you were clubbed by an unknown attacker. That's not a good place to be. That's not a good place to be. That's Mr. Wolf. There. And you are kind of between Mr. Wolf and others. We know you're a steward. We don't know. I think that's really all the information we're going to get from that. We put down a few names. We were trying to find out more about you. So let's do that. Let's get out of here again this time. Now that we remember who we are looking for. Wiggling through those giant crab legs. All I can say about that giant crab is that would feed the whole crew. And I do believe one of the crabs is in one of the holds too, so they actually did plan on that. Would be my guess. So you were killed there. Okay. Okay, this is promising. We've got a Peters up there. Peters appears in a lot of places. Yeah, there's our gentleman. Our gentleman was here. And this memory. Lift this out and take it below. So that is on the main deck. Is that the main deck? Right in the middle. Kind of. Well, I didn't. Okay. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, whatever. We know where we're going. We're going back up to the main deck. When you get the stairs here, yes, we're going to go up. And we're back up to the main deck already. That was fast. Right over here. One of these folks, perhaps? Unholy captives. Yeah, that's when we brought the monsters on board. Yeah, this is it.
What the hell is going on? What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends?
这是虾米？未来全部供出来，拢是恁害啦！迄个害的较对人无够好，是人滚死的啊！你 talk about a shell, very dangerous.
Shell? What shell?
So you're a captive, right? Yeah. And so you are one of our Chinese fellows. Oh, and you were a topman. That should be easier, right? No, they were all topmen. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So we really have no idea who you are. Okay, that's It's not super helpful. That's our captain. Captain, oh captain. Let's see. What do we got here? You are... We're presuming you're our third mate. Wait, we have, well, okay. Who are you, sir? You're a shooter. John Naples. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this person is the one who shot the hanged man. So there's a Peters. Okay. And there's another person that we don't know. Not the button I meant to press. Okay, and you are the man who fell down the stairs. Okay. And you are... Do we know who... Yeah, you are Lars. Oh, there you are. Okay, so I'm going to hesitate and say you're not the gunner's mate. If you're hauling up... Well, I'm pressing random buttons. If you're hauling up creatures... Who's in the boat down there? Can I identify them? Got you, who we don't know, and you, who we also don't know. Go figure. You are the cook, right? Nope, you're not the cook. Oh, you're our surgeon. We don't know what happened to the surgeon. Why don't we know what happened to the surgeon? Okay. Okay, so in the escape. All right, let's do that one. Let's go there. Where's the door out of here? Right here. We're just going to hop on out this door. And somewhere, the escape was up here, I believe. This one. This is an escape, yes, okay. And then this one is also an escape. Okay, so you are the later event in the time. Let's go and see what's going on. Chapter 9, Part 3 of 6.
Let them go.
Let them go. Trying to listen for accents and stuff. Well, our captain didn't shoot. We have this unknown lady person. So we know... Okay, let's find out where they went. So we are in the escape. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's go back to the escape. Thank you very much. So we're in the escape. We have all of those events. What is this? The Doom? Oh, these are the other chapters. These are the other chapters. We are here. So I guess visually, is there any clue as to where they went? Disappeared during the fate. So I think they're alive. And I guess they went to the Azores. They would have had to have gone to the Azores. I went too far back. Go back to the escape, please. Because that also gives me a quickie into the map. Okay, yeah. Madeira. So they're over here. We're well off course. I suppose they could have gone either way, really. But they did not. go either way. Alright, so we know that she was on the boat. We're just gonna kindly assume. Yeah, we know who she is. Alright, who else is down there? They look like our other female passenger. We don't know who you are. Henry Evans, the surgeon. And who is this? You must be alive in the Azores. We don't know who you are. Is our surgeon... Our surgeon was here. No, our surgeon disappeared here. Okay, I think we need to go into the other vision. Okay, can't go down that way. Who are you? You're them, okay. And we're going through the door. Door was so far away from where we were at. This other body over here. What do we have here? This is just previous to the other one. This one is like...
Move quick.
You'll not take the last push.
All right. Yeah. Whoop. So, you are really good with a sword. And you're a topman. And you are Paul Moss, right? Yes, first mate steward. I don't remember how. Oh, Paul. But we don't know who killed you. Can we get a better look? You are a surgeon, I bet? Yes, so there's our surgeon. Now that we know you are probably alive in the Azores. Wait. Can you be alive? Yeah, see the Madeira is not there. And then you must be... Yes, okay. So you are also probably... I mean, I really don't know if you're alive. Your fate is unknown because you presumably left the ship. And, I mean, how am I supposed to know what happened? Maybe you froze. Maybe you drowned. I don't know. So we have Abigail. We have our three ladies. And we don't know who either of them are. We could make a wild guess. And see if we get it right. So we're going to say you're Emily Jackson. And we're going to say you are Miss Bird. And nothing happened, so we're going to say you're Miss Jackson. And we're going to say you're Miss Bird. And nothing happened. So they must not be alive in the Azores. Because I'm pretty sure there's no other women aboard. Like, we do have her, but we know who she is. She's not either one of Jackson or Bird. So... oh, wait. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to see... Well, I know where you disappear. You disappear here. You're not seen again. So you're definitely alive somewhere on the map. But where on the map is going to be the question, ultimately. So I guess you could have gone to where we're at, escape. So if you didn't go there, it's unlikely that you would have made it to Europe or Africa. They're much further away. But I guess you could have gone to the Canary Islands, which is weird, but we'll just say it, right? Because I can. I don't know why you went to the Canary Islands. But you did. And where's our surgeon? We know, so you must have went to the Canary Islands. Okay, we didn't get any triggers, so maybe you're Miss Bird. And maybe you're Miss Jackson. And no there as well. So they didn't go to the Canary Islands. And they didn't go to the Azores. Where else could they have gone? Well, that's great. That map doesn't have all the stops on it. So it seems like Did we do a big loop? Yeah, this is the path we actually took. We've got loose cargo, a bitter cold. We went around here, murder, name, unholy. We were heading back to there. So they didn't go to the Canary Islands, but they could have gone to Europe or Africa. I mean, we're going to try to brute force this a little bit, I guess, because there's not a lot of clues here. So we'll just do Africa next. Africa's going to be our next guess. They all would have gone to the same place, I imagine. So if it was Africa, this should trigger it. It must not be... You must be Miss Jackson then. Making you Miss Bird. Okay, or I can just click Miss Jackson. On accident, you're Miss Bird. And you're Miss Jackson. That's what we're assuming. At this moment, we're trying to brute force. There we go. That was brute force, but we did it. Okay. I don't feel like that's cheating, but it kind of was. Maybe a little bit unintended methodology. I mean, we knew about who they were, so now we're a quarter of the way there. We did it. Okay. We also know that you did not go to the Azores. You went to Africa. Okay. But we don't. You're a triple prong. Okay. That was good guessing there. We do have another chapter with disappearances. We'll have to go look for that and try and figure out where they went. Oh, but who could it be? We won't know. Let us see. If we go back to the beginning, we have no disappearances in Chapter 2. We have no disappearances in Chapter 3. We have 2 disappearances in Chapter 4. Well, that one's most obviously going to be the Canary Islands. Where did they disappear from is going to be our question. We have no idea who they're going to be. They're just two men on this flippin' boat. But you must be alive in the Canary Islands. And you must be alive in the Canary Islands. So we at least know that you're probably alive in the Canary Islands. It's literally the closest place. Technically could be Africa, but, you know, what do we know? Okay, we're starting to piece some things together. Let's try and figure out who our killer of Mr. Lau is. It is the guy with the hat guy. So you're in a lot of memories. We've looked at you before, but you're supposed to be easy to guess, so or not guess, but easy to deduce. So I guess we'll figure that out. All right, the first one here, yeah, everybody was there. Everybody was there. You were here, but you were eating a dinner. We got our 2 Russian gentlemen, but I think we have 3 Russians on board. We have 3 Russians on board. I don't remember the crew. We have Russia. We've got 3 Russians on board. We've got the 2 seamen, and you're the topman, so we probably could tell who you are if you're with the other topman. Leonid. Okay, Leonid. Our topmen are in the back here, and you are not with him. Oh, they're not all topmen. Okay. Oh, yeah, we got some topmen down here. Who do we suspect the Russians to be? I can't just say unknown Russian, unfortunately. Like, that's not really how it works. Where's all of our topmen, though? Wait, you were knifed by R. Ritterl? In the inn there, yeah. We got first mates, second mates. You're a topman. You're a seaman. Oh, because we know who they are. All right. Well, we know where all the topmen appear, where we think all the topmen appear. We're gonna go look here, see if we've got any topmen that we missed. Let's get back to the top of this. Yeah, we know. So you're not our Russian. You're definitely not our Russian. You are, right? So if I do, yes, the unknown topman. I can't just say like unknown, because he's definitely got to be one of our Chinese gentlemen. We think we know who you are. Who could be our Russian? Potentially you. I'm leaning towards you are definitely our Russian, but I don't know. Who do we know? What do we know about you? You perished in Escape Part 3. Ah, yeah, you were killed. Oh, wait. We know who killed you now. What was her name? We'll have to find her name. Escape Part 3. Yes, Part 3. Right. So you, Emily Jackson, you were shot by Emily Jackson. Nope, here. There you are. Yeah, okay. So this unknown topman was shot with a gun by Emily Jackson. That's right. And you were killed. Oh, well, we don't know who you are, who that guy is. So that's not super helpful. Okay, but we know. So you're there. We know you are probably not our Russian. Are you our Russian topman? No. You are not our Russian topman. But you were electrocuted. I don't think anybody makes reference to that later. None of these folk down there are targetable. Neither are you. Not even from here. Alright. So, that's not all of our topmen. We thought we had identified all of our topmen, but we had not. We had not, but we do know that one of the persons we're looking for was the man who was knifed by the captain, which I believe is you. Do you have any voice lines other than gurgling, though?
Where are they? Must be in here someplace.
They're at the bottom of the sea.
That's a lie.
Well, neither one of those folks are Russian. Yeah, so you're the one who is cut? You don't look like who we thought you were. Yeah, you're him. Whoever you are. Is that a club? Oh. You were not clubbed. You were not clubbed. You were knifed. Oh, okay. So this person... Oh, you're sneaky, sneaky. Look at you, Mr. Sneaky, Sneaky. You were clubbed. Well, you were trying to sneak in, weren't you? You were not. You were clubbed. Where's clubbed? Clubbed. Yes, you were definitely clubbed. Because you had the knife over there. You'd already shot him. The second mate was conspiring to mutiny. And then you were the one killed next. Let's get my chat back up. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Why did chat close? Thank you. Yes. The captain gets stabbed. And... I mean, that's not a club, but... that is being clubbed in the head. I don't know what else to say. But he didn't speak, so that's not helpful. Could still be our Russian fellow. Could not be. Who knows? Okay. Unhelpful clue is unhelpful. What do we got up here? I wonder if there could be more. You know, that's one thing I don't think we've really explored. When the second mate was shot outside the door, right here, are we missing what happened up here? So our little, oh, there you are, aren't you? Yes, you have a knife. And that's you. Okay. So you're running up there to go down. So where is our mutineer conspiring, and who are they conspiring with? We can probably get some information off of that. Give me your bookmark you. So we do already know who you are, but we don't know. No, you're cut. Don't leave me. Bear up, son. I'll stay with you. I thought we had figured out who this was. OCH. Roderick Davy. OCH. OCH. Yeah, nobody with nobody who that could be. Oh man. Nobody that we know who that could be. No, you're cut. So is that like a... Och no. What is that? Bear up, son. I'll stay with you. Tell Pete's mother I tried my best to pull him back, to save him. Hey, I wonder... Wait, who's Pete? Pete. Who is Pete? Do we know who Pete is yet? We have the Peters, but I don't think it's the Peters. It's Pete. It just says Pete. Yeah, Peter Milroy, midshipman. He tried to pull him back. Okay. Oh. Let's go to that. Let's go there. Let's get some insight. I know where this one is. This one is in this cabin. Is it this cabin? No. It's down one more floor. Down here, where all kinds of nasty happened. Not that way. This way. Is it? Am I turned around? It's not in there. It's not gonna be in there. I might be turned around. Yeah, there's not. It must be on the floor above then. It must, yeah. Is it over here? Okay. I am so turned around. You crawled from that direction. This is the memory we were just reading.
Oh no, you're cut.
No.
Don't.
Don't.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye.
to pull him back, to save him.
You tell her yourself. Brennan! Bring the surgeon's kit!
Brennan. Who is he yelling at? One of you? One of you. Are you Brennan? Who's Brennan? Brennan. Not here. What the heck? Oh, there we are. Henry Brennan. Okay, so he is blindly yelling at someone. Brennan, bring the surgery kit. There are a lot of people out here. But are you Brennan? So you're the only person who's down here. You're running downstairs. I need to know where you came from, sir, but you sound... Do we know you? Oh, William Hoskett? Wait, are you... For real? You're the first mate? That's you? Huh. Okay. So the first mate is in here. Okay, let's get, where's the door? Over there? Nope, over here? Yeah, here we go. There are some other visuals, as he's dying. We need to find out who Brennan is. I have a feeling it's gonna be Hat Man. Maybe that puzzle is solved. So, well, actually, you're running down the stairs with someone. Okay, you're not gonna let me go up there. Fine. So this guy was clubbed by Hat Man. Do we have that? John Davies clubbed by unknown. So you're running downstairs, and I don't see the other person up there. This is our man who's passing. I don't know who knifed him though, so he's not in the room yet, obviously. There's 2 bodies here. What do we got?
You have a plan?
Yes. Take ships to the east. Trade treasure fish and shells for gold.
Sail east.
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Struggle, and then somebody gets shot. And, yeah. Definitely was an accident. Your 4th mate was screaming mutiny. I don't need to know. I don't want to know who he is. Okay, you're not gonna let me target it. See, he's already on the floor at this point. There's, well, see, he's up there, and there's our 2nd mate, and the other guy is, there's our captain. Oh, look at that. You're throwing somebody overboard. You're throwing him overboard. Okay. All right. So, I think Hatman is Brennan. I'm gonna take a guess that you are our Brennan fellow. Henry Brennan was the name. Henry Brennan. Okay, that didn't trigger anything. But now we know who killed you, whose bullet was Henry Brennan's bullet. That didn't trigger anything. Do we even have enough people? Unknowns. We got some unknowns. We got 1, 2. I guess you would have been confirmed already if you were correct. So you must not be Nicholas. We'll have to revisit that memory. Yeah, we do have 3. Okay, so we do have 3 if we were correct. Maybe you're not Brennan then. But I think you are. I think you are, because this is the man who runs downstairs and calls out for Brennan. And you're downstairs at the time. So we just don't know who, like, where did you get knifed from? You have a knife in the back. Oh, finally I can target this person. You are next to Mr. Wolf. We're gonna take another guess. We're gonna take another wild guess that you are our gunner's mate. Okay. We need to find out where you got knifed, who knifed you. We really need to find out. Because you said something about Pete. You tried to pull Pete out of the way. Out of the way of what? I think this is is this around the same time frame? No, this is a very different time frame. Okay, we're just bouncing around. Let's go over here. Where are we at? You're in the escape. We have this moment before Okay, so we have that going on. I wonder if we can come down. Oh yeah, we have that one. Are you the one that fell from the top though? That was murder. No. Oh wait, what do we got? We know who you are. You're Edward Nichols. And do we have you? Oh, nope, you were shot by Edward Nichols, our second mate. Completely forgot about this memory here. So random. Okay, door's way over there. Somebody's already on the ground. They were exploded. They don't look very exploded to me. You look like you hit your head. And we're through the door. Okay. What do we got? On your toes, boys. How can you do? Load her up with best push off. Give her here, will ya? Slack the lifts and lower the bolts. The whole crew will be on us. Give it up. Oh, you know what? There were people on the boat, wasn't there? Was there, do we know? We don't know who you are. Well, you were speared by an enemy. Okay, so yeah, I don't know what's going on there. What was I thinking happened? I thought there might be some escapees, but I guess there was not any escapees. Okay, so upstairs, you were happening around the same time as all of that stuff going on. Down here. What can we see down here? We can see the door is open. There we go. There's our poor Ock boy. You were killed by the man that we think is the gunner's mate. Olis don't know. Alright, so we don't know who you are, but we are pretty sure, semi-sure, that you were knifed by him. Alright, and you are oh yeah, you were the one catching on something of mutiny. You got the gun there. So you stabbed this poor boy here. Okay, that ties that up. Did not realize we could go that far down and see that. That's quite interesting. That sheds some new light down here. So now if we go, we have more of a story. Because now it's like,
Captain Campbell.
You have a plan?
Yes. Take ship and sail east. Trade wretched fish and shells for gold.
yeah.
Hey, who's there?
Mutiny! Mutiny! Bastard!
Yeah, that sounds like he stabbed the guy. So he is actually the one who yelled mutiny. He is the one who yelled mutiny. And I wonder who he is. Who are you? Oh, you. Well, you're holding the wheel. Are you our helmsman? Must be our helmsman. Where did you... You disappeared in the doom. Well, alright. Let's go check that one out. The more people we rule off, the easier it'll be to find the rest of them. Oh, we need to go back down here. The door is over here. Yes, okay, so the Doom, we had some people disappear in the Doom. Let's figure out where that happened. At what point did that happen? So we pop this open. I guess right there. Oh, you died on board. All of these folks met an unknown fate. 7 wayward souls disappeared during the events of this chapter. So I guess we'll start with Abigail. Let's go look at Abigail. She is the captain's wife and the second mate's sister. And she was Martin. Okay. That's okay, Miss Jackson. Any one of these folks could have been Martin. You're Paul. Okay, so you weren't Martin. Oh, you were Martin, so you're our third mate. Martin. Yeah, she got hit by rigging from this giant tentacle beast. That's insane, right? Like, you know. Oh, that's water. Look at that. We're under the water. What is happening to you? Good gracious. Oh. You went missing. You met an unknown fate. Did you go missing though? So this is the last time that we could see you, and you look pretty dead by monster to me. Just saying. What do we got here? Must be I really don't know. I'm gonna say that you drown by a beast. Ah, we got 3 more. 3 more fates. We got our Finley Dalton. Oh, he was Henry Brennan. Okay. Yes. Oh, that was some deduction right there, trying to figure out who he was calling for. Okay, we got 3 more. That's good. Okay, so the folks who disappeared here may not have actually disappeared here. You are being grabbed by this creature. You also disappeared in the Doom. Yeah, so we're going to say that you met the same fate. Come on, here we go. Yeah. Ooh, was it you? Yeah. So you must have been drowned as well by the beast. Where are drowned by the beast. Okay. We still don't know who you are, but yes, this insane beast. You are fighting off the beast like a maniac. Okay, you're that man. And you're that man that we don't know. With a fancy hat on. Yeah, there's another body that we found. Okay, so you're the other person. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's Abigail. Who do we got here? You are Gunner. Gunner's mate. Which could be wrong. But you have 2 guns in your hand and you're laying next to a rifle, so I'm gonna say pretty strong chance that you're our Gunner's mate. Those are our 2 ladies over here, and they are being protected by Paul Moss. We don't know who killed Paul Moss yet. Alright. I think that's everyone up here that we could identify. We did get some good information about those 2 folks who disappeared. Pretty sure they drowned. Well, one of them absolutely did drown. The other one could have potentially drowned. Where else are we at in the Doom? No, I don't want to be in the Doom. I want to be in the Doom. The Doom was here, yes. So we started in the back with Abigail, and then we have you. Poor Topman, who was torn in half. We don't have any clues as to who you are. Oh, man. The life of an insurance adjuster, right? Because that's what we play. Just violent sounds. Yeah, he's having a very unpleasant time. Oh, we've got several people in a boat. Can we identify them? We cannot. We'll have to see who was in a boat earlier. Are you one of our missing? I don't think you're... Oh, you did disappear in the Doom. Well, we don't know what happened to you yet. You are throwing a rifle to someone. To the gunner's mate. Okay, and we've got a goat. We've got a goat. You are hanging on for dear life. Yeah. Are you the mystery man? You are a mystery man, yes. Okay, so the boat. The boat. We need to find out who could be in the boat. You are, we're assuming, the 4th mate. Oh. Wait, but we know who clubbed you, don't we? Okay, we'll follow up on that. I think Mr. Brennan got. You know what? We're gonna say that, right? Because that's, you died here. Yes, yeah, you were killed by Mr. Brennan. Where's Brennan? Down here? Yes. Okay. Okay, we need to find out who was in that boat. And we don't know what happened to you, technically. I think we missed you. You're Martin. Okay. You disappeared, but I don't recall seeing anything happen to you. In Abigail's thing, you were stabbing the beast. So that's interesting that you disappeared in this chapter. We'll have to come back and explore that. Okay. Who's in the boat? Who's in the boat? The boat obviously was prior to this death. I did not mean to go all the way back to the beginning. All you got to do is press Q and you're all the way back to the beginning. It's very, very unhelpful. Okay, we've got... Boom, that's below deck. That is below that, below, on the main, oh no, on the main deck. Okay, so this is on the main deck. We are near it, facing it, in that direction. So we need to try and find that okay, I press Q again. Over here, is this it? This is it. Okay, this is the one we want to see. Let's see. What do you got for us? Give me something good. Give me something useful. The main bit, quick. I don't know what a bit is. Hold on. Hold on. Throw the powder. Yeah, boom. Okay. So you exploded. Do we know who was on the boat? Yeah, you definitely the gunner's mate, man. You're carrying all the guns. Okay, you. Do we know you yet? Well, we know who killed you. Do we see anyone on a boat? Boat. I don't see a boat. I don't see a boat out there either. I don't think I can really see that well overboard. So I don't see a boat in this one. Okay, let's try another memory. Because we need to find out who's on the boat in this this event. You are on the gun deck. Maybe not helpful. Also the gun deck, I believe. Also the gun deck on the bow. Yeah, on the bow. Okay, on the main deck. Lars. Okay. Ah, Lars. Okay, so that's our 3 people who were dumped out of their boat. If they went missing. Yeah, alright, so you're one of the Peters. You're one of the Peters. You disappeared. I'm gonna say you drown. Probably by the beast, because it dumped you out of the boat. You also had to have drowned by the beast. I mean, I have no evidence that you drowned. All I know is that you got dumped out of the boat. Drowned by the beast.
That was an accident.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long. Don't.
Okay, so we have a couple of folks that we think may be correct. So we're just gonna pick a Peters. Were you killed by Samuel Peters? Apparently not. Were you killed by Nathan Peters? Okay, we've got some other things wrong, because that should have clued us in. We definitely have 3 people that we've identified, right? We've got a John Davies, so that's a 1. We've got our surgeon's mate, that's a 2. Yeah, so we definitely know that you were, yeah, so we definitely have 3 that could have been identified. Nicholas is also, he was not identified correctly. So we must have something wrong here with who you are. Maybe you're not our surgeon's mate. Where? Where did we go? Surgeon's mate, clubbed. Fourth mate, we're pretty sure that you're correct. Yeah, surgeon's mate. James Wallace, drowned by beast. Oh, do we know you were James Wallace? Oh, maybe I can't edit it from that view. Yeah, I can't edit it. I can change how he died from here, but here would be how I identify him. He's with the surgeon. So he must not have drowned by a terrible beast. There is no, like... Fell overboard, I guess. That didn't trigger anything. That didn't trigger anything useful. What do we got? We say, who did we say killed Lars? Where's our Lars? Lars was clubbed by Nathan Peters. So let's say Nathan Peters. Who's Nathan Peters? Crap. Who are you, Mr. Nathan Peters? We do not know. Let's look. Let's look. You. We're going to go ahead and guess that you are Mr. Nathan Peters. Oh, okay. Okay, so 3 more fates are correct. So John Davies. Yep. Lars Lind. Okay, so we definitely got Nathan Peters. And boom, drowned by a terrible beast. All right. So we started this quest off an hour and 45 minutes ago trying to figure out which Peters he was. And we got the answer now. Okay, so we know now that we know which Peters he is, we also know which Peters his brother is. You are the other Peters. You're Samuel Peters. Okay. So you must not be... Wait, but it said you were drowned by a beast. So what do we say? Yeah, you were drowned by a beast. So you must not be the surgeon's mate. Drowned by a beast. And I think there's a clue to who you could be. Yeah, we don't know. Well, I don't know that you're an officer. We just don't know. You have a lot of books there. Who would have a lot of books on a boat? Ooh, you know what? I think I just had an idea. You would be the other dude. Purser. Yeah, Duncan McKay. Are you Duncan McKay? You must be Duncan McKay. Or Purser. Because that's all I can think of, is that you would have, like, accounting books. That does explain your proximity to the captain, but it doesn't explain who the surgeon's mate is if it's not you. And where else are you featured? Let's look you up in the book. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. And we're gonna look for Mr. Duncan McKay. You were first seen here on the Orlop deck when this person fell to his death down the stairs. Nothing was said. Did he fall? It's really unclear. The Orlop deck is below the gun deck, so it's the third deck at the... what is that? Stern, bow, stern? I don't know. The front of the frickin' boat. Any ship people in the chat, you know, to tell me, is it the stern or the bow? I don't know. It's one of those. That's what I know. Yeah. That I don't think... Does that count as falling down the stairs? I don't know. Is there crushed by a thing? I think there is a crushed, actually. Club crushed by... But it wasn't cargo that crushed him. It wasn't rigging. It wasn't stoned. What is that? What would that count as? I mean, is that cargo? Is that cargo? We're gonna leave it. It fell down the stairs. We don't even know who you are. We don't know who you are, but you're coming out of this room. And you're in here working. Why do we think you're a topman? You're not a topman. You're definitely not Nicholas. Who do we have that would be in that carpenter? You must be our carpenter. Then, and so you, who are also in that room, would be the carpenter's mate. Okay, so we've got Carpenter here, who was spiked, and you were speared by an enemy. That should be 3 people. That should be 3 people. I got somebody else wrong. I guess the purser's wrong. I feel pretty confident about our carpenter. Why do you spiked by a terrible beast, and you say speared by an enemy? Speared by a beast? Nope. Okay. Let's investigate your death, sir. You perished in soldiers. That is the lowest deck in that front room. Yeah. Okay, at the bottom of the stairs. We did get some valuable information, though. We did. Yeah, we definitely did. We need to go down a floor, right? Down here. This is the cargo. That's too low. I think you were over here. No. It had to have been down there. There's no bodies at the bottom of this stair. Oh, yeah, it's in this room here. In here. This thing. Oh, well, that's not right. Wait, did you die here too? That, I guess we can say that you were killed, that you were spiked as well. Well, we can just say that. That's still not right. Is this really where you perished? You perished here. Is that all? Yeah, you definitely died here. So what I see is the spear is in your chest, and I see that the claws in your shoulder and your chest as well. and you are doing something, killing it with some kind of gun, like a blunderbuss, I guess. And you are Mr. Person over there. Okay. So it's hard to tell if you were spiked or speared. Anyways, I guess we don't know who the purser is the thing. That's the trouble then, is we still haven't figured out. I mean, I feel good that I feel confident that he could be the purser. He has the boat. He has the thing. Yeah. Perished. Okay. It's really, I don't know what killed you. It's a kind of a toss-up. All right. Let's focus our efforts on the purser. He's got books. Oh, that's who we are focused on. Well, go figure, right? Okay, so you were present here. Let's go back. I completely forgot that I was looking for our purser. So we're looking for our purser fellow that we think is the purser. You're definitely our butcher. Are you who we think is... Nope, you're the artist. We just found you. You're our carpenter fellow. All right. Are you our purser? Yes, you are the mysterious purser, and you are down with the animals as they bring something else down here. Really not sure what you're doing over here. Port walk. You could be a passenger, I suppose. Oh, but the purser's office is over there. Are you our purser? I'm pretty sure you're our purser. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you fell overboard. I don't know. What else? What else do you have for us, Mr. Purser? Where else were you? You were on the Orlop deck, which is, again, that's pretty near the purser's office. I tell you what, this person was burned. Yeah, this is the big one. This is right here. Okay, so the purser's office is this way. Well, you're definitely not our purser. Where is our potential purser? It's not you. It's not you. Is it? No, it's not you. Nope, it's not you. Is it you? No, you're one of our captain folk. Yeah, you're the mystery man. Well, I don't see the purser himself. Not nailed to the wall, are you? Nope, that's our poor butcher. So where then is the purser in all this? For real, where are you? Is that you? That's not you. That's not you. You're the surgeon. You're Nathan Peters. You're the carpenter. It says you were in this memory, but I'm failing to see you. Are you hiding somewhere really well? Can I peer into the purser's office through like some kind of peephole? Oh, yes, I can. Yeah. I mean, you're the purser. You are the purser. And you were on the same boat as Nathan Peters, who drowned by a terrible, terrible beast, right? Drowned by a terrible beast. So you have to have been drowned by a terrible beast as well. Well, you don't have to, I guess. But, I mean, you were on the boat. He was drowned by a terrible beast. So I want to say, but you also kind of fell overboard. So that leads me to believe that, but I feel strongly about the captain. I mean, well, let's see. Did you fall overboard? Nope. You did not. So we'll stick with drowned by a beast. We'll stick with that for now. Pretty sure you're the purser. I'm also really confident about the captain. Oh, not the captain. The carpenter. And the carpenter and his mate. But maybe we have their deaths wrong. So let's dig into that. You are the butcher, who is confirmed to be Spike. So that is definitely a death by Spike. All right, let's look into our carpenter and verify their deaths. What am I trying to do? I need to get out of here. We need to find the door. Is the door over here? It is not. Is the door back this way? It is not that way. Is that's not the door. Is it this way? We've got another ad break starting in 13 seconds. So I'm going to find this door and then we'll take that break. But it's also 8, so we'll wrap up shortly after that. Let's see. Ad break starts soon. Not sure when it's going to start. Anytime you want to start, Mr. Ad break. We're just looking for our captain, our carpenter. We want to see our carpenter is in 4 memories. Let's bookmark those memories. Still hasn't started. All right, well, before it starts then, we'll call it here. So thanks for watching, folks.